Have you ever wondered why the right person hasn't appeared in your life yet, even though you've tried so hard to find them? Why does it sometimes feel like love is playing a game you don't understand? Maybe, just maybe, the reason is that the universe, or God, is guiding you in ways you cannot yet see. There are forces at work, invisible threads connecting hearts, silently bringing your soulmate closer while you remain unaware. And the truth is, the journey to meeting them is not random. It is intentional, delicate, and profound. Many women feel anxious, frustrated, or even hopeless when love doesn't arrive as planned. You scroll through your life, comparing yourself to others, asking, why them and not me? But what if the challenge is not in finding love, but in preparing yourself for it? What if the moments you dismiss as coincidence are actually stepping stones, carefully laid to lead you toward a relationship that is deeper, richer, and more aligned with your soul than you could imagine? Imagine for a moment that someone is out there, meant to love you with a depth and understanding you've never experienced, and God is gently orchestrating the path for that person to meet you, without you even noticing. Every laugh you share with a stranger, every conversation that lingers in your mind, every fleeting connection you brush off, these are not accidents. They are subtle hints, small signals that your heart is being prepared for someone extraordinary. The mystery of love is that it often works in silence. You might think that nothing is happening, that the days, weeks, or even months are wasted in solitude, but in reality, these moments are the quiet work of destiny. Think about the way a seed grows under the soil. You do not see it, you do not hear it, yet beneath the surface, life is taking root, gathering strength, preparing to bloom at the perfect time. Your soulmate, like that seed, is being guided to you in ways invisible to the eye, orchestrated by forces wiser than your mind can grasp. And here's something even more powerful. Every moment of waiting, every moment of longing is shaping you. The patience you cultivate, the self-discovery you achieve, the boundaries you set for yourself. These are all preparing your heart to recognize and receive the kind of love that lasts. Without this preparation, even the most beautiful encounter could slip through your fingers. God often introduces your soulmate in ways that demand patience because love is not just about meeting someone. It's about meeting the right person at the right time and meeting them as the right version of yourself. As you listen to this video, I want you to remember something vital. If you stay until the very end, you will discover the hidden ways your life is already moving toward that extraordinary connection. You'll learn to recognize the subtle signs, the silent nudges, and the quiet encounters that have been shaping your love story without you even realizing it. There is a reward for staying present, for opening your heart and mind, and for understanding that love is not chasing, it is attracting, aligning, and revealing itself in the most unexpected ways. Consider this: some of the most profound connections happen when we are not looking, when our focus is not on the search, but on becoming someone worthy of that love. God doesn't rush, God doesn't force. Every twist, every turn, every encounter that seems irrelevant at the time is a carefully placed piece of your soulmate puzzle. And the truth is, the more you trust this unseen guidance, the more you allow life to unfold naturally, the closer you get to that magical meeting that will change everything. Even the doubts you carry, the fear of being alone, the worry that love has forgotten you, are part of this process. They are here to teach you, to strengthen you, to reveal the kind of love you truly deserve. And when you understand this, when you start seeing the invisible patterns of destiny, you begin to notice that life is not random, and neither is love. It is purposeful, intentional, and full of quiet miracles designed just for you. So, as we begin this journey together in this video, keep your heart open. Pay attention to the subtle messages, the soft nudges, and the unexpected encounters. Stay with this until the end, because the insights waiting for you are more than motivation. They are a roadmap, a guide to understanding the silent ways God is already introducing you to your soulmate without you realizing it. Love is coming, it is closer than you think, and it is arriving not when you demand it, but when you are ready to receive it fully as the person you were always meant to become. Have you noticed how the most meaningful things in life take time? The sun does not rise instantly, it gradually appears, spreading warmth and light in its perfect rhythm. Love works in the same way. Meeting your soulmate is not about forcing a connection or rushing into feelings. It is about trusting the timing of your life and embracing patience as your ally. Patience is not passive. It is active faith, a quiet strength that prepares your heart for the love you are meant to experience. Many women feel the pressure of society, of timelines, of expectations. They worry that if they don't find love now, it may never come. But what if this waiting is not a delay, but a divine arrangement? Every moment of solitude, every pause in your search is shaping you, strengthening you, and aligning your path with the right person. The universe does not make mistakes, and love does not appear randomly. Every second of patience is an investment in a future filled with a love that lasts, a love that truly fulfills. Consider how impatience clouds judgment. When you rush, you attract the wrong people, settle for less, or miss subtle signals that are guiding you. Patience allows clarity. It lets you recognize the person whose heart and values truly align with yours. It helps you notice the gentle gestures, the shared smiles, and the silent understanding that signals someone extraordinary is entering your life. Trusting the process also strengthens your self-worth. Patience teaches you that you are not incomplete, that you are enough as you are, and that love is not a rescue. It is a meeting of two whole hearts. When you allow yourself to grow, to heal, and to embrace life fully while waiting, you become magnetic to the kind of love that is authentic, deep, and soul-aligned. The beauty of patience is that it turns waiting into preparation. It transforms longing into learning. Every experience, every quiet day, every unnoticed encounter is quietly shaping your story, guiding you to the moment when your soulmate will appear. And when that moment comes, it will not feel rushed, forced, or accidental. It will feel inevitable, natural, and perfect, like destiny finally stepping into place. So as you continue on your journey, remember this: patience is not empty time, it is fertile ground. It is the silent work that prepares your heart, clears your vision, and opens the door for the love you have been waiting for without even realizing it. Trust that what is meant for you is finding its way to you, one patient step at a time. Have you ever noticed how some moments feel ordinary, yet later you realize they were extraordinary? A brief smile from a stranger, a chance conversation that lingers in your mind, or a fleeting connection that seems meaningless at first. These are often the subtle ways God begins to guide you toward your soulmate. Life has a quiet, gentle way of nudging you, using small encounters as invisible signposts that your heart is on the right path. Many women overlook these tiny moments, dismissing them as coincidences. But the truth is, nothing in life is ever truly accidental. Each interaction, no matter how brief, has the power to open a door or prepare your heart for someone who will matter deeply. A stranger's kind words might awaken a sense of hope, or a simple shared laugh may remind you what it feels like to connect with another soul. These small encounters are whispers from the universe, gentle hints that love is moving closer, even when you cannot see it. The beauty of these moments is that they often happen when you are focused on life, rather than actively searching for love. A conversation that catches your attention, a person who makes your heart skip for a second, or a meaningful glance across a room. These experiences are shaping your perception of love. They teach you subtly how to recognize the right energy, the right presence, and the right heart when it finally appears. Even interactions that seem disappointing or confusing have a purpose. They are lessons, helping you understand what resonates with your soul and what does not. Every person you meet, every fleeting connection, is quietly guiding you, showing you the qualities to value, the boundaries to honor, and the kind of love that aligns with your deepest self. When you start paying attention to these small signs, you begin to see a pattern in your life. You realize that love has been slowly, patiently working behind the scenes, preparing you for the moment when your soulmate will arrive. It is in these tiny encounters, these unnoticed moments, that destiny often begins to write your love story, setting the stage for a connection that feels inevitable, natural, and perfectly timed. So, trust the small encounters. Cherish them. Pay attention to the moments that make your heart stir, because each one is a quiet step toward the love that has already been carefully placed in your path. Even if it doesn't feel obvious now, these small signs are guiding you, shaping your journey, and bringing you closer to the one who is meant to share your life. Have you ever noticed that the right person often appears when you are becoming the right version of yourself? Love is not just about meeting someone, it is about growing into someone who can fully give and receive it. God often guides you toward your soulmate through personal growth, through the moments when you learn to value yourself, to heal your wounds, and to step into your own power. Every challenge you face, every lesson you endure, shapes the person you are becoming. Heartbreaks, disappointments, and even moments of loneliness are not punishments. They are opportunities. They prepare your heart, sharpen your understanding of what you truly deserve, and teach you to recognize a love that aligns with your soul. Without this growth, you might meet someone wonderful but fail to fully embrace the connection, simply because your heart wasn't ready. Think about it. The most meaningful love comes when two complete individuals meet. God wants your heart whole, your mind clear, and your spirit strong before bringing your soulmate into your life. Personal growth makes you magnetic. It draws the right energy, the right people, and the right love toward you. It transforms patience into confidence, self-awareness into intuition, and hope into certainty. Growth also teaches you boundaries. It helps you understand which connections are worth nurturing and which are meant to pass through your life as lessons. Every moment of self-improvement, every habit you cultivate, every fear you overcome, makes you more aligned with the love you are meant to experience. It's as if the universe is saying, prepare yourself, for the love that is coming is extraordinary, and it deserves your whole heart. When you embrace personal growth, you stop chasing love out of need or fear. Instead, you attract it naturally. You begin to notice the subtle signs, the small encounters, and the gentle nudges that point towards someone who is truly aligned with your soul. You start to understand that love is not a destination but a journey, and the best part of this journey is becoming someone capable of holding a deep, lasting connection. So, focus on yourself, heal, grow, and embrace every opportunity to become the best version of yourself. The more you invest in your own growth, the closer you move to the moment when your soulmate will appear, not as a coincidence, but as a divine meeting perfectly timed and beautifully orchestrated. Personal growth is the bridge between the life you have now and the love you've been waiting for. Have you ever looked back on a past relationship and wondered why it didn't work out? At the time, it may have felt painful, unfair, or confusing, but each relationship, no matter how brief or challenging, carries a lesson. God often uses these experiences to prepare you for the love that is truly meant for you. Every heartbreak is a teacher, every disappointment a guide, quietly shaping your understanding of what you need, what you deserve, and what your soul craves. It's easy to feel discouraged after love has failed. You might wonder if you'll ever meet someone who truly understands and values you. But the truth is, these past relationships are not wasted. They are training grounds. They help you recognize patterns, heal wounds, and gain clarity about the qualities that are non-negotiable in a partner. Each experience strips away illusions, leaving you more aware, more grounded, and more prepared for a connection that will last. Think about the mistakes you made or the compromises you accepted. They were never permanent marks of failure. They were lessons in disguise. They taught you patience, empathy, and self-respect. They showed you the importance of communication, trust, and emotional alignment. In a way, every failed relationship is a gentle nudge from God, guiding you toward the love that will resonate with your deepest self. Even the pain itself serves a purpose. It opens your heart to gratitude, to understanding the value of genuine connection. When you reflect on your past, you realize that each relationship was a step closer to your soulmate, even if you didn't see it at the time. The heartbreaks were not endings. They were beginnings, quietly setting the stage for a love that aligns with your spirit, timing, and destiny. So, honor your past. Appreciate the lessons hidden in each encounter, each goodbye, and each moment of heartbreak. Trust that these experiences have been carefully placed in your journey to shape your heart, refine your desires, and prepare you to recognize the love you've been waiting for. Your soulmate is coming, and because of everything you've learned, you will be ready to embrace them fully, with clarity, wisdom, and an open heart. Have you ever experienced moments that feel too perfect to be random? A song that suddenly resonates with your heart, a book that speaks directly to your situation, or an encounter that leaves you thinking long after it has passed. These are not coincidences. God often communicates through subtle, everyday signs, guiding you toward the person who is meant to share your life. These divine hints are quiet, gentle, and easy to overlook, but they carry powerful meaning if you are willing to pay attention. Life is full of these tiny miracles, and they often appear when you are not actively searching for love. A smile that warms your heart, a shared glance with someone who seems familiar, or even a conversation that stirs an unexpected connection. These moments are carefully placed nudges, guiding you toward your soulmate without you realizing it. They are reminders that love is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it is whispered in the details of daily life. Many women miss these signs because they are looking for love in grand gestures or dramatic moments. Yet, the truth is that God's guidance is often quiet, precise, and deliberate. It appears in synchronicities, in patterns that you might only recognize later. These signals are designed to align your heart, prepare your spirit, and awaken your intuition so that when your soulmate finally arrives, you are ready to recognize them instantly. Even the smallest moments can carry immense significance. A chance meeting with a friend of a friend, a shared experience with a stranger, or an unexpected compliment can all be part of the invisible path leading you to the love you are meant to experience. God uses these moments to test your awareness, to nurture your faith, and to ensure that your heart is ready to receive the connection that is coming. The key is to remain open, observant, and trusting. Pay attention to the small, seemingly ordinary events that stir your emotions or leave a lasting impression. Each sign, each moment of synchronicity is part of a larger plan, quietly preparing you for the encounter that will change your life. When you learn to notice and trust these divine signs, you start to see that love is not random. It is intentional, guided, and arriving exactly when it should. Have you ever had a feeling about someone that you couldn't explain? A subtle pull in your heart, a quiet knowing in your mind, or a sense that someone is significant even before you meet them fully? That feeling is your intuition speaking. God often uses intuition as a guide, a compass pointing you toward your soulmate in ways that logic and reason cannot explain. It is your inner voice, your soul's way of recognizing what the heart truly desires. Intuition is powerful because it bypasses the mind's doubts and fears. When you rely solely on logic, you may miss the quiet signs, the subtle energy, and the deep resonance that comes from genuine connection. But intuition sees beyond appearances, beyond circumstance, and beyond timing. It whispers truths your mind might resist, nudging you toward the people, experiences, and opportunities that are aligned with your soul's purpose. Many women ignore these gut feelings, dismissing them as overthinking or imagination. Yet every time you listen to your intuition, you strengthen your ability to recognize the love that is right for you. It might appear as a feeling of comfort, a sense of excitement, or a quiet certainty that this person matters in ways that are beyond explanation. These sensations are not random. They are divine signals guiding you towards someone who complements your spirit, values, and desires. Intuition also helps you navigate the path of patience. It allows you to sense when someone is not meant for you, saving your heart from unnecessary pain, and helping you remain open for the connection that is truly meant to last. By trusting your inner guidance, you align yourself with the rhythm of destiny, making it easier to recognize the subtle ways God is orchestrating your meeting with your soulmate. The more you honor and practice listening to your intuition, the clearer the signs become. You start to notice patterns, feelings, and energies that you would have otherwise overlooked. You begin to trust the invisible path, understanding that every nudge, every sensation, and every moment of knowing is a step closer to meeting the one who is destined for you. Your intuition is not just a feeling, it is a divine compass, quietly guiding your heart toward love that is inevitable, intentional, and perfectly aligned with your soul. Have you ever felt frustrated by waiting? You long for love, you hope for connection, and yet it seems as if nothing is happening. In those moments, impatience creeps in, whispering doubts and fears, but impatience clouds the heart and mind, while patience illuminates the path. God often teaches us that love cannot be rushed. True connection requires timing, preparation, and trust in the process that is quietly unfolding. Impatience makes us chase, settle, or overlook the subtle signs that are guiding us. When the heart is restless, we may confuse infatuation with destiny, attraction with alignment, or convenience with love. But patience allows us to see clearly, to recognize when someone's presence resonates with our soul rather than just our desires. It gives us the space to grow, to heal, and to become the person who can embrace love fully when it arrives. Think of love like a flower. If we force it to bloom before its time, it may wither, fail to flourish, or never reveal its true beauty. But when nurtured with patience, the bloom becomes vibrant, fragrant, and lasting. Similarly, waiting for the right connection is not wasted time. It is preparation, refining your heart and spirit for a love that is meant to endure, a love that aligns perfectly with your deepest self. Patience also strengthens trust. Trust that God's timing is perfect, that the right person is being guided to you even if you cannot see it yet. Trust that every small encounter, every lesson from the past, and every moment of self-growth is quietly aligning the path toward your soulmate. By letting go of control and embracing patience, you open yourself to love that is not hurried or forced, but inevitable, natural, and harmonious. The contrast between patience and impatience is simple but profound. Impatience pushes you toward mistakes, distractions, and temporary connection. Patience, on the other hand, leads you toward clarity, alignment, and the love that is truly meant for your life. When you choose patience, you honor your heart, your journey, and the divine plan that is quietly guiding your soulmate to you. Your readiness to wait is, in fact, the magnet that draws the love you have been waiting for, exactly when you are meant to receive it. Have you ever met someone when you least expected it, in a place you never imagined, and felt an instant connection that surprised you? These unexpected introductions are one of the ways God brings your soulmate into your life. Love rarely announces itself loudly or appears in the ways we plan. Often, it arrives quietly, in moments of spontaneity, catching us off guard but leaving a lasting impact on our hearts. Life has a way of placing people in our path at just the right moment. A chance meeting with a friend's friend, a conversation that starts over something simple, or an encounter that seems random at first. All of these can be subtle ways the universe is guiding you to someone extraordinary. The magic lies in the unexpected nature of these introductions. They remind you that love cannot be forced, controlled, or predicted. It flows naturally, revealing itself when the timing is perfect. These surprising moments are powerful because they often come when your heart is open but not desperate. When you are living your life fully, growing, healing, and embracing your journey, God arranges connections that feel natural and effortless. The right person often arrives when you are least focused on finding them, because love cannot flourish from neediness. It thrives in presence, awareness, and alignment. Unexpected introductions also carry lessons. They teach you to trust the process and to notice the subtle energies around you. A brief interaction may spark curiosity, awareness, or a sense of familiarity that grows into something deeper over time. These encounters may start small, almost unnoticed, but they have the power to evolve into a connection that changes your life. The key is to remain open and receptive. Do not dismiss people or moments simply because they do not fit your expectations. Sometimes the person you least expect to meet will hold the qualities your heart has been silently waiting for. By embracing the unpredictability of life and trusting that each encounter has a purpose, you align yourself with the divine rhythm that brings your soulmate into your life at precisely the right moment. Love often arrives unexpectedly, but when it does, it feels undeniably destined. Have you ever met someone who felt familiar even though you barely knew them? A person whose presence stirred something deep inside you, creating a connection that words could not explain. These silent connections are one of the most profound ways God introduces your soulmate into your life. They happen quietly, often unnoticed, but their impact is lasting and powerful. Silent connections do not always come with dramatic gestures or immediate clarity. Sometimes your soulmate is already near, observing, waiting, and interacting with your life in subtle ways. A smile exchanged in passing, a thoughtful message, or a shared moment of understanding can be a quiet signal of the bond that is forming. These moments are small, yet they carry immense significance, gently preparing your heart to recognize the love that is destined for you. Many people overlook these connections because they are subtle, easily dismissed as coincidence or chance. But God often works behind the scenes, shaping your journey with invisible threads. Silent connections are the quiet rhythm of destiny, weaving together your experiences, emotions, and encounters until the right moment arrives. They teach patience, awareness, and trust, showing you that love does not always announce itself loudly. It often speaks in whispers. These connections also prepare your heart. They allow you to practice empathy, understanding, and emotional alignment. They give you glimpses of the kind of bond that will feel natural, deep, and enduring. By recognizing and honoring these silent connections, you learn to value subtlety, energy, and soul resonance over superficial appearances or fleeting attraction. The beauty of silent connections is that they often unfold over time. What may seem like a minor interaction today could grow into a profound relationship tomorrow. By staying open and mindful, you allow these invisible threads to guide you, bringing your soulmate closer without forcing the timing or outcome. Trust that these quiet signals are part of a divine plan, gently steering your heart toward the person who is truly meant to share your life. In these silent, unnoticed moments, love is quietly taking root, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself fully. Have you ever felt a quiet yearning in your heart, a longing for love that goes beyond what the eyes can see? Prayer and faith are powerful ways God prepares your path to your soulmate. When you open your heart in prayer, you are not just asking for someone to appear. You are aligning your spirit with the love that is meant for you. Faith strengthens your patience, clears your doubts, and deepens your trust in the timing of life. Prayer is not just about speaking words. It is about feeling connection, expressing your intentions, and opening yourself to guidance. When you pray for clarity, for love, and for the wisdom to recognize the right person, you invite the universe to work in harmony with your desires. Faith ensures that even when the journey seems uncertain, you remain grounded, trusting that what is meant for you will come at the perfect moment. Many women underestimate the power of faith in shaping their love life. It is easy to focus only on searching, chasing, or trying to control outcomes. But true love often requires surrender, a deep belief that life is unfolding exactly as it should. Through prayer, your heart becomes attuned to the signs, the synchronicities, and the subtle nudges that guide you toward your soulmate. It is a bridge between patience and manifestation, between hope and certainty. Faith also teaches resilience. Even when the waiting feels long or the path unclear, believing that love is coming keeps your energy positive, your heart open, and your spirit aligned. It helps you recognize opportunities when they appear and prevents you from settling for connections that are misaligned or fleeting. Trusting in divine timing allows you to experience love in its fullest form, without compromise or regret. By practicing prayer and nurturing your faith, you create a magnetic energy that draws the right person closer. You begin to notice patterns, coincidences, and encounters that confirm your path, showing you that your soulmate is not just a dream. They are being guided to you step by step. Love, when approached with faith, is not random. It is a divine alignment, quietly working in your life until the moment your hearts finally meet. Have you ever felt the urge to force love into your life, to push someone closer, or to create connections according to your timeline? The truth is, love cannot be manufactured or rushed. God often teaches that the most meaningful relationships arrive when we release control and surrender to the natural flow of life. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means trusting that the path is already being guided with perfect timing. When you try to control every detail, you risk missing the signs, ignoring the subtle signals, and overlooking the person who is truly meant for you. Your anxiety, impatience, or insistence may blind you to the quiet nudges of destiny. But when you let go, you open space for love to enter without force, without resistance, and without confusion. Surrender allows life to orchestrate meetings and moments that feel effortless yet deeply meaningful. Letting go also strengthens your heart. It encourages patience, clarity, and self-awareness. By releasing the need to dictate outcomes, you become more receptive to the subtle guidance that surrounds you. You start to notice the small encounters, the silent connections, and the divine signs that you may have missed before. Your heart becomes a magnet for alignment, rather than a battlefield of expectations and fears. Many women struggle because they believe that taking control guarantees results. But in reality, control often blocks the very thing they seek. Love thrives in freedom, in timing, and in authenticity. When you surrender to God's plan, you allow the invisible threads of destiny to weave together your path and your soulmate's path with precision, wisdom, and grace. The key is trust. Trust that every encounter, every lesson, and every moment of waiting is intentional. Trust that the right person is being guided to you, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. Letting go of control does not weaken your pursuit of love, it strengthens it. It aligns your heart with the rhythm of destiny, ensuring that when love arrives, it is not a rushed or forced connection, but a natural, powerful, and lasting union that fulfills the deepest desires of your soul. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt a deep sense of understanding, as if you shared an invisible connection? One of the ways God introduces your soulmate is through alignment in values, beliefs, and passions. Love is more than attraction or chemistry. It is about harmony, shared principles, and a mutual understanding of life's purpose. When your hearts and values resonate, it signals that a connection is meant to grow into something lasting and meaningful. Shared values are often subtle at first. They appear in conversations, choices, or the way someone treats the world around them. It could be their dedication to honesty, their compassion toward others, or their passion for personal growth. These qualities are the foundation of a deep bond, quietly guiding your heart to recognize someone whose presence complements your soul. When two people share core values, even challenges feel manageable, and differences become opportunities for growth rather than conflict. Sometimes, these alignments appear in unexpected ways. A stranger may share an opinion that resonates with your beliefs, or a casual discussion may reveal a shared dream that feels significant. These moments are not coincidences. They are gentle signals from God, guiding you to the person who will walk beside you with understanding, respect, and shared purpose. They prepare your heart to recognize a soulmate not just by how they make you feel, but by how they reflect the life and values you cherish. Recognizing shared values requires awareness and reflection. It asks you to pay attention to the deeper qualities that matter most in a partner rather than being distracted by surface-level attractions. When you start valuing alignment over fleeting impressions, you naturally move closer to a connection that is authentic and enduring. Love built on shared values is resilient, nurturing, and fulfilling. It withstands life's trials because it is rooted in understanding, mutual respect, and emotional alignment. By being mindful of these subtle signs and honoring the connections that resonate with your core, you allow God to lead you toward a soulmate whose presence is not just a fleeting encounter, but a lasting, soul-deep partnership designed to enrich your life in every way. Have you ever reflected on your journey and realized how every experience, every heartbreak, and every moment of waiting has shaped you? Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways God prepares you to meet your soulmate. When you appreciate your path, including the challenges and lessons, you align yourself with the love that is meant to enter your life. Gratitude transforms waiting from frustration into understanding and longing into acceptance. Life's lessons are rarely wasted. Every relationship, every small encounter, and every moment of solitude carries meaning. When you approach your journey with gratitude, you begin to see these experiences as steps that bring you closer to the love you deserve. Heartbreaks are no longer just pain. They become teachers that reveal what your heart truly needs. Moments of loneliness are no longer empty. They become opportunities for growth and self-discovery. By being thankful for each of these experiences, you prepare your heart to receive love fully, without fear or doubt. Gratitude also shifts your energy. When your focus is on appreciation rather than lack, you attract positivity, alignment, and the right people into your life. It opens your heart to notice the subtle signs and gentle nudges that guide you toward your soulmate. The more you practice gratitude, the more you recognize that nothing in your journey is random. Each encounter, each lesson, and each period of waiting has been carefully placed to shape your heart, values, and readiness for love. Appreciating the journey also deepens patience. When you acknowledge the growth that has occurred, you understand that love is not a race. The timing is perfect, even if it feels slow. Gratitude allows you to embrace every step, to honor the preparation, and to trust that the person meant for you is being guided into your life at exactly the right moment. By being thankful for the journey, you transform the waiting into a meaningful process. You recognize that every experience has been intentional, every lesson has been necessary, and every step has been leading you closer to your soulmate. Gratitude opens your heart, strengthens your spirit, and allows love to enter naturally, fully, and beautifully when the time is right. Have you ever wondered why you haven't met your soulmate yet, even though you've longed for love with all your heart? The truth is, the path to your soulmate is often invisible. God works quietly, arranging experiences, encounters, and moments that prepare your heart for the connection you've been waiting for. Even when you cannot see it, the invisible threads of destiny are weaving together your journey, step by step, moment by moment, Trust is the key. Trust that every lesson, every waiting period, and every subtle sign has a purpose. Your past relationships were not failures, they were guidance. Your small encounters, your intuitions, and your quiet connections are not coincidences. They are whispers of destiny. Trust allows you to see beyond the surface, to recognize the invisible patterns, and to understand that love is not random. It is intentional, precise, and perfectly timed. Faith and patience walk hand in hand on this path. By believing that love is already making its way toward you, you open your heart to recognize it when it appears. By waiting without desperation, you align yourself with the person who is truly meant for you, not just someone who fills a temporary need. The invisible path requires surrender, awareness, and a willingness to embrace the journey, trusting that every moment has been leading to this divine meeting. Life is preparing you in ways you may not yet understand. Every challenge, every quiet moment, every opportunity for growth is shaping your readiness. Your soulmate is not just someone you will meet. They are someone who complements the person you are becoming. By trusting the unseen process, you allow love to arrive naturally, effortlessly, and beautifully, without forcing timing, without rushing, and without compromising your worth. So, as you continue walking your path, keep your heart open. Notice the small signs, honor your growth, and embrace the lessons that have guided you this far. Believe that the love you are meant to experience is already on its way. The invisible path is real, and when the time is right, your soulmate will appear, perfectly aligned with your heart, your soul, and your life. Trust it, wait for it, and know that the love you've been dreaming of is closer than you think.